hello there. Welcome to the world. Welcome to my world. Maybe I'm missing something here, or maybe I just don't care, though it's probably the latter, as this is now my 4th time in jail. Along with my 3 other visits as a guest of the state, all because of the same offense, perhaps I should simply admit that I just don't learn? So good day, I say, as I now begin my story from the inside of an upstate New York correctional facility. How I got here is difficult to say, for I'm not quite sure where I went astray. Technically, it could have all started the day I was born, for I kind of get the feeling that my purpose here is just a tad different from that of the common breeder. I'm actually not bitter at the fact that I'm now stuck in this hellhole, for just as every other situation I've ever been in, it's simply impossible for me to do anything the easy way, not even in jail, where life is made to be nothing but simple. I could spend all day giving you the reasons why I should be in here. However, I'm a little more in the mood right now to point the finger elsewhere, like at my fellow inmates. Women, and a bunch of crusty ones at that. They just seem to love pointing out my flaws non-stop. Not that it should come as a surprise, at least not in my case. So this week's complaint is that I'm not ladylike enough. You're doing it wrong, they say. Try it like this, not like that. It's the same freaking people from my previous stays here, saying the same damn things, because after all, they know how to be proper. Well, I didn't become a woman to conform, nor did I become one just so that I can walk through some social mold and later be forgotten. My goal was never to blend into the works just so that I can get by unnoticed and unscathed. No, I became a woman because I felt uncomfortable in the male body, plain and simple. And now that everyone in this whole complex knows this, hence my frustration not with being locked up, but rather with those I'm locked in here with. And to think that when I began my change, I once wondered to which jail I would be sent if I was ever found deserving. So now here I am, in a women's prison. Pretty cool, huh? I have traded everything to get to this point. Literally. Everything and everyone I've ever known, the life I'd built for myself, and those that I loved and were my closest friends. All gone, just so that I can open the way to becoming comfortable in my own skin. Inner peace comes at a very steep price. Point of the matter is, I became a woman, not a lady, so I don't necessarily care to be corrected by these jailhouse skanks, though I can fully understand and contemplate the lessons they're trying to impart to me. I just don't give a damn. This is jail. Seriously. Did I miss the memo to bring my nice heels and cocktail dress? Ladylike, they say. Yeah, I hear them, but I kind of reserve that act strictly for special occasions. Not jail, where they put you in an orange jumpsuit and feed you the same horrible piece of meat every night, all while treating you like a freaking dog. I feel as if I should have a food bowl on the floor with the name Spot written on it. So I'll tell you what, when they stop referring to my food as chow, I'll stop farting from the gas it gives me and laughing about it. Unfortunately, with everyone in here knowing such a tiny piece of my medical history, it all suddenly becomes about my lack of femininity. Maybe women just can't laugh at a good fart. Sheesh, you'd think that for going against the societal grain themselves, they'd be more open to such things. To me, the term lady means nothing more than an act a woman puts on to impress those around her, a mere game of overplayed social graces. Personally, I relate the term to that of being phony, and when I think of the reasons or situations where one might find it appropriate to act as such, there are only but a few instances which come to mind, like going to that big job interview, attending a large company dinner, or perhaps when trying to snag a gentleman at some fancy bar. But that's about it. I mean, isn't that what the game is all about? Dating, mating, and procreating? I actually like to look back on my life's chapters using the people I've loved as bookmarks in the overall story of who I am. And I'll be damned if that book is ever put into the fiction section, which if I had long relied on a farce to get what I wanted, would be right where that fairy tale would belong. My life has been nothing but a series of short-lived, dramatic sexcapades starring both men and women, and I've witnessed two completely separate existences with the same exhausted set of eyes, and lived through both gender stereotypes. And because of this, my views on life have been influenced in unimaginable ways. And in spite of how much I've accomplished in finding this inner peace, I still chose to undo it all by living the life of a delinquent. I have ironically alienated myself upon the completion of my greatest personal victory, and I can't help but feel that at times, life just seems pointless. Being human is hard enough with all of its demanding social expectations, so naturally, I can't help but feel alien in this seemingly new reality, having traveled here with this sort of luggage. Perhaps that's the reason for my getting into this whole mess. It's no wonder my entire existence has been based on nothing but fun and games.